So I'm officially back into training after about a year off. So today, easy 7 miles, which didn't feel easy, but just keeping my heart rate below kind of 140. Weekly mileage is about 35 at the moment, and I want to try and build that up quite quickly, but not too quickly to kind of avoid injuries. All the products on order, which is I'm just unbelievably stoked about that. Things are rolling. We've got a day planning our first official Panther shoot, which feels really fun and cool. We're going to be doing that up in the Lake District. So yeah, time to go and have some breakfast. Like content for building the brand, because so much of it we're just literally sat at our laptops. So it's like, what the hell do we actually talk about? The brand building side is what I love, the creative direction, thinking about Panther as just an idea and how we can bring that to life, going from 0 to 1 and then hopefully to 100. And yeah, we're just bringing the camera along to document the process. And I think it would be fun for, even if it's just for me to look back on in the future, and hopefully when the business hits a certain scale, think about these early days and how fun and exciting they are. I'm going to go back for the afternoon, plan as much as we possibly can, and hopefully we're going to be able to create some really, really nice content for the relaunch when stock comes back in about 8 weeks. That's the plan.
Bite onto sometimes.
But investors don't a lot of the time, because there's nothing protectable with brand. So they so often say, what's the protectable USP? And it's like, well, there isn't one. What's the moat that you're creating? Can't anyone just create that product? And technically, yes, they can. But that's where I see so much value in the brand, and that's what not everyone can do, and what I feel that we're going to be strong at.
I don't think I make a very good employee. I was far happier making money my own way than the way someone else might have told me to do it. So, cutting the grass for my parents, washing cars. The choice of who you put around yourself to employ and to work with and to drive forward is just, I think that can make or break a business. That can be really, really critical to your success. And the best times I've had in business are to do with the people I've been around. The people that I've succeeded with, or had fun with, or been on delayed flights with, or got stuck in places, or storms, or whatever it is, or difficult clients, or like, there's so many instances where the situation was rubbish, but the people I was with made it amazing. And then you get to go and eat with those people and share meals and share great times, and like, life is about relationship, so why not make your business that as well?
What is going on there?
Skier.
Oh, okay, so it looks like a multiple exposure.
Overlay any 2 images in post.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea of trying to do it in the field deliberately. I never do it. I never like play with this.
I'm just going to write it down as something in-camera multiple exposure. This is about POV, like very human.
They almost capture the atmosphere and the moment of the day.
Yeah, it's about what it feels like, not what it looks like.
I think we're in for an interesting one today. Hit up the beer garden halfway. And then we're gonna head through some farmers' field.
Nice.
So we hit Littleton. And in Littleton, we'll say hi to the people in the beer garden. Have a quick pint. I don't know if that's too much for me.
That sounds good to me.
Your calves look a bit tight already.
Out with my friend Josh today. Got our long run. Josh is just training for a race at the moment, post. He's a really good ice hockey player. He had an absolutely nasty concussion and he's getting back into training, and he's got a race coming up in 2 months.
Yeah. 1 month. April 6th.
How has it felt getting back into training after that?
The headaches were bad. Like, I tried lifting weights maybe 7 or 8 times with big headaches, like next morning. So it was pretty disappointing for like ages. And it felt like even like big swims and like even playing with the kids was terrible. Or just getting like headaches, spinning them or throwing them around, or they're just playing games. But finally, in the last like month or so, everything's like settled a bit. So I feel like I can finally put a bit more effort into like getting a bit more active, training for this race. Good motivation. This is the only shit section. It takes away the stress of everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's so forward facing, and the temptation is to like look into the future so much. But somehow, like, finding a bit of active routine and building up to that race has given me a bit of space to like enjoy each day a bit more.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Slowing down.
Talking about downhill mountain biking, I remember being 13 at the start of the line. It's like tears sort of welling up inside my goggles even on my first race.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And you hear that beep, 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 and you just go for it.
You ever settle on that, on the downhill, like once the race started, like what shifted? Did anything shift in your head?
Just adrenaline takes over, really.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah. Your thinking brain stops and the adrenaline kicks in, you just go for it.
Have you had that feeling since? Or no?
I do often with business stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that quite often. Just outside your comfort zone the whole time.
That is just process. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh, this is disgusting.
Oh,
This is like, that's next level.
that's looking a bit grimy actually, isn't it? Is that just pure cow shit?
Oh, that's just gross.
Smash through it.
I don't know where to run. There's a big walk in the place here. Oh, yeah, that is shit.
I spotted a nice little route here. Oh.
As you went, Angel Beach. What a nice little day here. Full foot somewhere.
We're going to try and make it to the River Severn, and we made it. Sick view. Made it to the Severn Bridge. That's the turnaround point. We're at 12, just under 12k, and we're going to head back. Cam's about to die. Let's go.